break trade end up being a loss. It pierced through the 30K level. Oh shit, I'm not sure. All right, this last short, which entered here, is kind of off this false break on this candle. Was in profit for a tiny little bit, but then bounced and pierced the 30K level. Overall, this hourly trend is up, but the daily trend is still down, and this low is just barely higher than this low. I mean, the wick is higher, but the close the candle is lower, so it's not a very strong setting of a trend change. And so with that in mind, I think this is a good candidate for a false break trade. So this last one was negative 0.09, which brings the total record to 5 and 13. But this next one, I think, is a good candidate for a false break. And so I'm going to kind of operate with the assumption that this candle doesn't get any taller. If that's the case, then there's a good risk ratio here, right? So like this would be a oh shit, this window's not showing. Just a second. Just a second. I'm just gonna give the entire screen. Okay. So using the tool that I mentioned before, if I have a, let's see, have a entry at 29,900. I stop above this high, assuming this candle doesn't go any higher, then that's a good candidate for a stop. This high is 30,600 exactly, and so we're going to put it just above at 3610, and I'll get a default take profit of 2770. This is probably a good idea for maybe a 4-to-1 risk ratio, maybe even 5-to-1. Let's see, stop size is 710. So it's 4 minus 2900, 27060. That seems like a good candidate. So we'll go for 4-to-1 here. If this candle goes way above and there's not room for 3-to-1, basically we want the 3-to-1 to be well above this wick, then we may cancel the trade. But for now, I'm going to place a conditional short entry below this level. And I'll do that right now, actually. So 100, what's the amount again? 115,809. We're going short. And we'll have to take profit 27060. And the stop at 30610. So I think overall, this daily is clearly in a downtrend. Probably the biggest downtrend we've seen in 3-4 years. So I'm going to assume it's kind of overpowering this 1 hour slight uptrend for today, which has basically been since this morning. Yeah, since like midnight of this morning. Before I complete this trade, I'm going to go through the pre-trade checklist. Daily, mark daily and 4 hour. Actually, this is a good daily level that hasn't been marked. Let's go. Oh, shit, there's so much stuff on right now. And we'll just kind of, for now, end it into this daily. Nothing new in 4 hour, and I added a 1 hour before this video right here. So it'd be great to see if we see this, here's this little daily 1 hour connection here. That would be a good sign. Talked about the longer time frame, so we're going with the daily time frame here. Hopefully this 1 hour is a dead cat bounce. Do we have room for 3-to-1 risk ratio? Yep, so we're going for 4-to-1. ATR. ATR is 1470 divided by 3,000, about exactly 50%. So that's good, and it's 50% long. and we're placing this using no market orders. Looking at these rules that were missed before, the main thing that I missed before was not trading a hectic market. This is more orderly than before, so previously this is very hectic. This is much more orderly. This is an orderly uptrend, orderly downtrend, orderly uptrend. So although this is a high volume set of days, this is not particularly hectic part of the past week or two. Okay. Great. All this looks good. Title won't be mine. You already have rookie of the year. Nah. Lawyer. I'm Lily now. With the caveat that, of course, this if we go above this amount, then we're canceling the trade. If it goes too much above 3,600. Ever notice how these spot placement is? I guess I have one of those. I'm still doing this. Let's see how SPY looks. Nice. Yeah, looks about the same. Great. Sparks.